So a minute ago, I was telling you about the largest plane to ever fly into DIA. Then Mark Salinger tells me during the break that I was wrong, that apparently today's arrival was the largest passenger plane to come to DIA. There's some cargo plane that came in that was larger, but today's touchdown was still a huge deal. You know what? At this point, I'm just going to shut up and I'm going to let Mark explain.
A lot of planes land at Denver International Airport.
That is a Boeing 737 MAX 8.
But there's only one that people will literally fly here to see.
The aviation geek world is a lot bigger than I thought.
Channing Reed came from California this morning. He's going back tonight.
My inner child from years ago when I was growing up in Arizona is definitely coming out. It's just, it's hard to even put it into words. I'm so excited to be able to get up close and personal with this aircraft.
Okay, 431 copy.
He writes about aviation for Simple Flying online. All he cares about today is the world's biggest passenger plane.
After seeing pictures and videos for there it is, yeah, it's right over there. Seeing pictures and videos of it for so many years, being able to actually see it in person is just a dream come true, really.
It's the first scheduled landing of an A380 in Denver. Channing had to be here.
I wish my dad was here right now. He would be just as excited as me, maybe a little bit more. My dad is a huge av geek, and I think he passed that down to me.
This landing,
incredible,
was worth the travel.
Everything I thought it would be and more. Just incredible, breathtaking. I didn't even want to stop. I didn't even put in my ear what do you call them? I'm speechless right now.
Of all the planes that land at one of the world's busiest airports,
I think aviation is so special and so magical.
There's only one that makes everyone stop and stare.
Amazing, amazing experience.
I was the first one out there just taking pictures of absolutely everything. That was awesome. So we keep saying this is the first scheduled flight of an A380 to land here in Denver. So that's because an Air France A380 made an emergency landing here back in 2018 after a medical emergency on its flight from LA to Paris. It had to dump a bunch of its fuel over eastern Colorado before it could land because the plane is just so heavy, Kyle.
So 500 people on that plane, Mark, and you know some fool in the back row still stood up the second that it landed.
Claps.
Right? How do they get that many people on and off that plane so quickly?
So the airport has always had the ability to bring the A380 in. It's just that the airlines hadn't flown any A380s in until now, and that's a sign of how big Denver is growing. They actually have 3 of the ramps that get people on and off the plane. Usually a normal plane has 1, maybe 2 on the bigger ones. The A380 has 3 to get people on and off those planes as quickly as possible.
Okay, you sold me. It's cool. You geeked out about it.
It's super cool.
Yeah,
I've been excited about this for a while.
Mark Salinger, thank you.